Team Egg. Oh wow, could have killed right there, my bad. It was about to jump right there. I see that, he's copying my string. Now this guy's a little bit overwhelmed. I wonder if this is like a newly Diamond Ryu player. It kind of feels like it. How many points does this guy have? I'm always surprised when I see players. Oh yeah, see that? This is a new Diamond. And this is a good example of what a Diamond player should feel like. Like when you meet a Diamond League player, like I will not struggle against them. Unless it's a Smurf, right? This is why I call out Smurfs so frequently when they're in low Diamond. Because in a lot of cases they just don't feel like it. This guy is making so many mistakes, and it's not a problem, it's part of the learning experience, right? But if my opponent does not make major mistakes, then I will, like, it will always be a sign they're just smurfing. See, like, and notice how he's struggling to anti-air as well, right? He's not struggling because this is where beginners will point out, well, I can anti-air better in Silver League. Yeah, you can anti-air better in Silver League against silver players, but not against grandmasters. So he's being so overwhelmed in the ground game that he has to give up the ground game in order to. He has to give up the ground game. The aerial game in order to keep up even remotely on the ground. So yeah, this is what a Diamond League player looks like. That's a punish. I love that light Tatsu punish. No! Uh-oh, that's gonna cost me. That was actually a really efficient way to get rid of the mirror, right? I kind of died, but hey. Oh, what? We did the same thing! What? 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 How do you anti-air me like that? Come on! Game is so unbalanced. It's pretty okay. I don't think we can really complain about, like, think about it this way. Tekken has to ban characters from competitive play because the balancing is so horrible on DLC characters. We legit never faced this problem in Street Fighter V. And I think Capcom doesn't get enough credit for the balancing. Maybe that's a hot take. But maybe that's a hot take, but I truly believe Capcom is doing fine in terms of balancing. I think there was a major potential in Street Fighter V to see DLC characters being overpowered. And I think for the most part, Capcom does a good job at, like, not doing that. Because think about that, like, as a fighting game developer, it makes perfect sense to make DLC characters strong, because then you can actually sell more shit to people, right? Yeah, right, but here's the thing. Cammy has been strong for a long time. Karen has been considered one of the best characters since forever. Rashid has always been considered a top character, and those are all the base characters. You cannot tell me that there's a distinct tier difference between the base characters and DLC ones. Take a look at Alex. Actually, Capcom has a reputation of notoriously, like, underpowering DLC characters. Whenever there was a new DLC character for a while, always considered weak. Even Ibuki, I remember Ibuki being considered weak on release. Guile, the same thing. Alex, definitely weak anyways, right? So yeah, like, you cannot argue that Capcom is doing something bad when it comes to, like, DLC balancing. It's Shutter Island, right? With DiCaprio. That's a pretty good movie. But I'm not sure if it's called like that in outside of Germany, though. Okay. I'm not suggesting that the PlayStation 4 is per se the worst or the problematic platform. I'm just saying, from my experience, the latest server maintenance made it impossible for me to gain points because it added consistent lag to every match, and this has not been resolved ever since. That's all I'm saying. Did you ask other streamers how they stream on PC? I know how they stream on PC. They're not triggered because they legit don't stream the way I do. That's why they're not triggered by it, by the inconvenience. You could technically get a 2 PC setup if you want to. Wow. Wow. Oh wow, I just lost V-trigger. Wow, this guy plays like a completely different player right now. Wow. Is it just me, or our mirror matches are interesting because they show you there's no excuse to be had when it comes to losing the mirror match, right? Because everything that you can do, your opponent does to you, you can do the same thing. So there's never a reason to complain about the mirror match. And one thing that also like people fail to realize in a lot of cases is I think the assumption that you play the mirror match good if you're a good Ryu player and you also know how to play against Ryu is completely nonsense. At the end of the day, the Ryu matchup is just another matchup that you have to learn. Oh, by the way, didn't I want to? I want to show double DP combos, right? If he hadn't died there, I could have done that. He's learning. It feels like I'm playing a different player. He was a lot worse on the ground last time when I played him. So I wonder if this is like a shared account or something. Like he was really a lot worse. Wow. Burn the Renko. The reason why you jump in with light kick is because it has the highest probability of working. It has a good hit-hurt box combination. So it works. If the opponent tries to challenge it with anything, this is the button that will have the highest probability of working in any given situation. The sacrifice that you're making if you use that button though is your combo ability is worse, right? I can go a little bit deeper than that, but that's really the explanation. Wow, the lag. It was unbelievable. Wow, he just killed himself. Oh, what? What? Man, that was really bad. Oh wow, that's gonna do a lot of... Oh wow, that's gonna hurt. Oh my god, get wrecked.